Yeah. We in this thing. We in this thing. Late night episode, you know what I'm saying? I fell asleep. Almost forgot about the late night episode. I ain't even gonna hold you up. See, I got my two little t-shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Got the good gas station daddy on. Welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host. Oops, great. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Show look a little different, but you know, so I had to try some different things out to get it to get done tonight. But we in this thing. We're gonna react to some. Actually, before I tell you who it is, let me tell you what it's about. This question's been going around for a little while now, and I feel like it's time for us to finally put it to bed. Especially with Absol popping outside and doing what he did. So we definitely got time to, we'll pick the right time to ask this question and put an answer to it. Does Drake, let me, pause. Look, I'm messing up. Does Joey Bada deserve a response? I will repeat. Does Joey Bada deserve a response? Also, will he get one? Those are two different questions. So what I'm gonna do is throw the ears on. We're gonna react to some BigZoeTV. And see what he got to say on the matter. Because on this topic, I feel like me and him kind of mirror each other's opinions on this. So let me throw the ears on, and while I'm doing that, y'all go like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Handle the business now, so that way we can smoke, chill, do what we do, drink and everything. I'm not drinking tonight, but I'm definitely gonna smoke with y'all. I'm probably gonna drink tomorrow and then Friday, because I won't be able to do it Saturday. But I'm gonna throw the ears on while y'all go and take care of that little bit of business. I appreciate y'all for helping the channel grow and all that good stuff. But let's get into the business. Smoke and light it up. You drink and pour it up. Let's get to business. All right. Get this music together so y'all let me know if that don't feel too right. I think that should be cool though. All right, now this is BigZoeTV. We'll react to what he think about on this Joey Bada response. Could be, maybe, possibly, could, should, whatever. Let's go.
Cam Cobain, shout out to Cam Cobain. Says, I think Joey deserves a response by K. Dot. He proved he's a worthy lyrical competitor, and I think it'll be closer than people think. I think Kendrick should respond to Joey, but I feel like Kendrick's only gonna respond to Joey in like a bar or two. I don't think it's gonna be like a here go a response to Joey and the whole track is Joey. I don't know if it's that. I think it's just gonna be a bar or two. That's all I'm saying. TV said Joey is a decade plus good, great rapper going against upcoming rappers and battle rappers that's fighting the beat. Joey top 30 rappers. Dang. Top 30 is crazy. Top 30 is crazy. Since we here, will Kendrick...
Top 30 is diabolical work because this man just jumped outside. I'm going to tell you how much I've been smoking real quick. I'm about to light the daddy, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, I got to smoke with y'all. I go to grab the lighter. I'm flicking. I'm like, it's not light. This is what I grab. This is like a lighter. You see what I be going through on this show? Anywho, how are we ranking people who just jumped outside? He just jumped outside. To meet ride is diabolical, but do it at this rate is crazy. I got on that boy snarls is faster than I can light this. I need to light up. I want to make sure I was in protocol with y'all. Let's go.
Lamar respond to Joe. Now, before we get into this, I think that Kendrick Lamar will respond, and I think he's gonna respond in his own way. And I think it's gonna be a bar. I don't think it's gonna be a whole diss track. I think it's just gonna be a couple bars. And I think those bars are gonna hold heavy weight because it's kind of like just defending your territory, right? If we really being honest here, Joey is a lyrical competitor and worthy of a response, but he's definitely not on Kendrick's level. But Kendrick also can't.
I question if we say he worthy of. To be worthy of something, it means you've satisfied all prerequisites to qualify for whatever. Do y'all feel like he satisfied all prerequisites? I got the prerequisites in my mind, and we're gonna go over them in a minute, but let him cook, because he getting to a point that I need to let him make for me to you know.
Look like a hypocrite by never saying anything, you know what I mean? Because the little bro thing that people do sometimes, I don't like it too much, but I do understand there's levels to this. So I get it if he didn't respond. But to me, anybody talking shit that sound like they worthy of a response anywhere, whether it's a bar, yo, you gonna get this shit. You gonna get the work. That's it. Pink said Doc might hand him a bar or two. And low-key feels like he doesn't respect Joey because he been ignoring him. Dot is also on tour, so he probably like, nigga, I ain't stopping my tour for you.
Ever stop my dollars to satisfy your ego to feel like a man. Get out of here. Get out of here. You care so much about hip hop. You care so much about rap. Since you care so much about being that top dog level type MC, you would have stopped acting and would have focused. You make time for what you want. You make time for what you want. If this was on your heart, if it was on your heart heavy, you would have said, I gotta go back and right some wrongs. Show him my pen is nice and show him that, you know what I'm saying, my bars is nice and I could really hold the crown of New York comfortably on my head and nobody will sweat it because they know what it is. That ain't the case. That's not the case. We just heard a man say a woman was the king and nobody said, no, man, you got us. Nobody really gave a rebuttal. So let's keep it factual.
The future of your business is here. With Wix, you get advanced AI capabilities.
Yo, you're like, yo, this shit, I'm over here trying to focus on this tour, trying to make sure this shit right. You think I would stop for Joey? You know? I don't know. Cam Cobain said, I think a lot of fans are starting to sound like Drake fans when they say K-Dot is too big to respond. Let's not go that route. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I think he's at a level where Joey probably doesn't deserve a full response. Now, I'm not saying Kendrick won't do it. We definitely know that Kendrick does whatever the fuck he wants to do. And Kendrick might be like, nigga, I ain't ducking no smoke. Kendrick might be like, yo, I'm gonna dedicate this whole shit to Joey, yo, and I'm gonna kill it in one song. And it's gonna be done from that. So I ain't saying it can't happen. I could see it. I just don't know if it, I just don't know. I just don't know.
Here's my only complaint with the way he going about it. Like, if we, in my opinion, I feel like if we go acknowledge that there's levels to this, then he need to play the levels. Entry level, next tier boss, or final boss, or whatever. To the victor goes the spoils. And right now, Kendrick is king. He get to dictate the rules of the playing field. Just like Drake tried to dictate the rules with drop. He tried to Joey. Well, Joey did the Drake, technically. But Kendrick read that false power. No, you ain't got it like that. Nah, you try to set back. Nah, I'll drop it when I'm ready. That's what hurt in that battle, that's what hurt Drake the most. He couldn't swing the power that comes with being the top dog the right way. Because if people respected it enough, I feel like if Doc really respected him as top, that upper echelon type month, he would have. I think he would have dropped sooner. But it wasn't no respect to that. No, you gonna play on my playing field, and I'm gonna cook you, and that's what happened with Joey. I really like that him and that Rayvon back and forth. I kind of, in hindsight, wished if we could have cleared out all of the other riffraff that everybody else could move out the way, and we could have got a straight Joey v. Ray. I think that would be dope. And I mean, Rayvon, like TDE, let him completely off the leash. Because I think his leash was only let out so far. And just like, get back here. Somebody pulled that choke chain. But that would have been dope. To get that, a straight up Rayvon, Joey Badass. I actually probably would have respected that a little bit better. I'm trying to figure how everybody keep declaring a winner when it was so many participants. It was so many people. You don't know who won against who. Now, if you want to say he won against Daylight did kind of put out a white flag type song. You want to give him that, give it to him. But to give him that Rayvon, he got a dub on Rayvon. No. We ain't gonna play it that way. Let's go.
So not falling for this level of gaslight. Shout out to Afro Butterfly. One time for Afro Butterfly. Yo, I see it. I don't know. I see it coming, but who knows? Now the reason why this conversation came up really is because Glasses Malone, who we know is close to Kendrick, said he said something. So it says Malone, who was shouted out earlier this year in Lamar's Grammy speech, expects his fellow Compton native to respond to New York's blatant disrespect. He said, on Crash Dummy, Joey taunted that Kendrick was afraid of battling him and rapping, "Thank you for making it clear that Dot scared. But yeah, I was at the party, but I also saw Top there." Now, I like this angle. This is a smart angle, right? You're going to say that somebody's scared, especially when people are looking at you like you're not on his level. You're going to say that somebody's scared, and maybe that's a way to get Kendrick to like respond, but we already know like what this looks like. But Glasses Malone put up his tweet and he said, Joey knows sure as shit bars are coming his way. When is the question? Now, if Kendrick
anything past this, if y'all want to check this out, check it out. It was a good show. It was definitely a good show. His lives are really dope. So definitely check him out. Show us some love. We're gonna let this tweet sit here for a second. Let this tweet sit here for a hot second. Glasses Malone. I tend not to go against much of what he be saying or thinking when it comes to Dot. He tend to be in the proper wheelhouse on these type of topics. Get my music back right for a second. He tend to be in the right wheelhouse for these type of things. And something that we always keep talking about it when it comes to this here battle is temperature in the room got mucho caliente. It got real spicy. You know what I'm saying? And it just seemed like things got wrapped up by outside forces. Right? Not for a second. You remember throughout the battle, the last year battle, not this year's, whatever. We're going to call this year the Royal Rumble. There was too many participants. But we're gonna call it from now on. If you're gonna put any comments, like, comment, subscribe. Let's go. That's my last time. Last time for the last time. I appreciate you. Sorry, I had to get that in there. But remember, damn, I lost my train of thought just that fast. What was I talking about? Damn, see, telling y'all to like, comment, and subscribe made me forget what I was gonna say. But hold on. Nonetheless, I know that the overall arching point of what I'm saying. This is what I get for smoking with y'all. But I appreciate it nonetheless. It felt like an outside force shut things down, right? But now I remember what I was saying. I had to retrace myself. My bad. Yeah, hey, y'all remember me messed up too smoking these herbals. But I remember before in last year's battle, we was talking about how it just seemed like Doc knew everything. He heard everything, seen everything. That played into the whole boogeyman thing because he's everywhere. It's like a presence, right? That's just looming. I don't think this is no different. I feel like people are assuming because Dot is busy. Clearly he's busy. I think some people are assuming because he's busy, it means he don't know what's going on. But what Ray Vaughn let you know in GoldenEye, Dot sent me to do this. He authorized the hit. That lets you know. Besides the fact that Dot said, sick, go on and get him. Sick. Besides that fact, what everybody should have came away with is, oh. Not only is he paying attention to everything, but he got his finger on the pulse. All right, he getting a little spicy. Activate stage 1 of the program here. And then boom, here we go, stage 1. Like, he just seemed like he know what he do. Like, he steps ahead. Like that like he pre-planned for the plan. And I feel like it's a song or at least a couple of bars sitting somewhere already ready to go. Which is why 100% I'm buying into Glass Malone always. Like, it's sitting somewhere ready to go. It's timing. This is a timing thing. This is not I don't know if he go. I don't need. There's no scare. None of that. This is timing. I think that gonna give him something. And before I made this video, before I sat here and started smoking and chopping it up with y'all, I was more on the lines of what Big Zoe was talking about. Bar, verse, not a whole song. Now, this Kendrick that we seen last year showed the ability to eviscerate. I don't think like Kendrick comes off as somebody who gets more upset when you talk about the people around him, more so than him. That TD East line, coupled with the it's too much D licking line from earlier this year, on top of the countless dropping my name in songs and throwing out the I'm scared narrative, and there's more than enough motivation there to really I don't want to say spank his hand, because that's not painting the proper picture. But he gonna get a good popping. If you got a black mama, you know. There's getting popped, then it's getting popped. He about to get popped. Like this you remember this one. Honestly, I'm hoping that before Joey actually gets his much desired battle with Kendrick, because I think that's also a if, not a win. I'm hoping he has a couple rounds with some other cats. Like, I would really love to see him and Ray Vaughn get back at it. I would really love to see him and Schoolboy go at it. Everybody keep talking about Ab Soul, and I get it. Because Ab is nice. But sometimes Ab Soul has moments where I gotta be like, let me replay you 2 times, 3 times, 6 times. And that's not a bad thing, but I just don't be wanting to do that all the time. Schoolboy, we gonna give you picture Mario. You know, Mario, you get the mushroom, get beat. That's Ray Vaughn. Going. But then you go get the flower. The flower lets you shoot the little fireballs. That's Schoolboy Q. You got a little more, got more attributes. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming. I don't know if it's during the tour or after the tour, or do he drop something exclusive and to where it's like, instead of dropping it on YouTube or something like that, it's like some type of new something at the Grand National Tour. Like, does he use that and incorporate it into maybe a set at a certain location? Man, so many options. So many options. I don't know what we gonna do, but we got some action coming our way. We still got we got K Dot doing allegedly doing some work with the Clips. If he got a nice little feature on the track over there, that's gonna be splendiferous. That's half the reason I'm doing this right now is I'm testing the system. I was doing a stress test while I was recording this to see if I need to add more RAM before I tried the whole live thing. But this is the setup that I'm going to use for the live, so y'all know what it looks like. Because we got to drop something else on some lives. Because when I go to make videos, when I catch stuff as soon as it drops, time to take the edit and shoot and all the other crap. By the time I get my stuff up, somebody already done did it live. They beat me to the punch. Just to get the story out there, or a song or whatever. Plus I be wanting to catch y'all actually in the chat in the moment, not, you know what I'm saying, after the fact. Cause then I be having to remember the thought process I was in when I made the video, so that way I'm responding to you correctly or whatnot. But let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what you think. Has Ray Vaughn done enough? Not Ray Vaughn. God damn, see, I gotta stop smoking. Has Joey Badass done enough to warrant a 1v1 with one Kendrick Lamar? Or you think along the lines of what I'm thinking about? You need to shoot the fade with the next homie in line, man. You really need to finish your fade with Ray. Period. That's where I'm at. Finish your fade with Ray Vaughn. That's why the name keep popping up in my head. I want to see him at the very minimum, because I said I was gonna give y'all my prerequisites. For him to get a fade with that, this is what I feel like Joey Badass needs to come to the table with. I need to see on your battle application. That's a you need to put out an album. It needs to be successful. Like, it needs to chart. Like, I need at least top 10. And you need to rock in the top 10 for a little minute. Off that project, you also need at least one song that's really it's a banger. It's a banger. And at least, like, I want to see somebody else co-sign him. I need to see some high end feature from somebody or something. I need somebody of substance that look like they trying to rock with this man. You give me all of that, because he look like he trying to microwave a hip hop career. I mean, if you're gonna try to easy bake oven this thing, yeah, my list gonna be a little long. But if you successfully do all of that, shoot your shot. You're gonna get beat, but I don't care. More content for us to react to, honestly. Like, why would I say no? But I mean, I'm not about to be out here sitting here making videos about somebody who cry and say they matter, but then they really don't matter. That's a waste of my time. That's a waste of your time. We could be talking about anything else, to be honest. What else we got going? Yes, I'm going to shave. I got the 4-head, 5-head. It's going. Look, I'm going through some things right now, bro. I'm going through some things, man. Like, I got other obligations and stuff I gotta do. I still gotta, like, home stuff. I'm still working on making sure the show get better. If it ain't improving and it's just staying the same, that's never a good thing. So I'm always looking for improvement, both in myself and the way I present the show to y'all. I don't think I got much of nothing else, but I definitely want y'all answers as it pertains to one battle potentially to be. Let me know what you think. Cause I can't get a real feel if everybody even want this battle. So y'all, on top, make sure when you do your answer though, clarify whether or not you think he's going to get the battle or deserve the battle. If it's actually something that you want to hear or see, like, do you have any prerequisites or anything you require of Joey before actually getting that shot? It's a lot of different ways y'all can answer this one. So I'm be interested to watch these comments and see what happened with them. But I'm Oops Great. This is Kush Equilibrium. I appreciate y'all pulling up the smoke with me while we talk our ish about this little hip hop situation. But I'm gonna chop this up and get it at you, man.